Hey guys, so long story short, just filmed this and my phone can't take that much storage. So anyway, I'm gonna talk really fast. So I wanted to make this video because it is summer and a lot of people want to go to camp. So last summer I went to a Young Life camp and it was so much fun. And for those of you who are scared to go because of your bag, or maybe you have Crohn's, you have active ulcerative colitis, or anything related to IBD or IBS, I totally encourage you to go. Just let your counselor know that you have medical problems, or even not even medical problems. Just say, you know, I have this thing. If you have an ostomy, say, I have an ileostomy bag. It doesn't hinder my ability to do anything. I'm just letting you know that if I feel crappy, I may sit out for a minute. Just be aware. And then also, I just kind of want to share a couple stories from the camp that I went to, just so you're aware of what could happen if anything was to happen. So my camp was about 8.5 hours away on a bus. In a car, it's probably about 6. But, you know, on a bus, you have to go slower. So anyway, it was near Camp Challenge. I think it was near Sacramento. It was like an hour or two past Sacramento, I think. Anyway, so it's a really, really fun camp. It's a Christian camp, so I actually told the girls that were my age, there was 4 other girls in the counselor. I told them all about my bag. They were all super understanding about it. It was amazing. I never felt like I was judged for it. As for having any leaks or any problems, I only had a leak once, and it was literally at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's not like anybody was there to witness it, and actually no one even woke up when I did it, and we had 13 other girls in the cabin. So I was really glad that I came out from changing it, and there was nobody awake or anything like that. It was awesome. So all I did, I brought one of those little hospital pads. I put it on the mattress when nobody was looking. Like when we had first got there, it was just so chaotic that I just slipped it underneath the sheet and then made my bed, and nobody even knew it was there. And then when I leaked, nothing got on the pad. So I just left it there until we left, and then I grabbed it and stuffed it in my suitcase. As for the ride there and back, I didn't have a problem with that, because I think that we stopped twice. I think it was either once or twice, and I can't remember. It was a really, really fun camp. I was kind of put out of my comfort zone, but in a really good way. I'm a pretty introverted person when it comes to public or social activities. I don't really like to be in the middle of anything unless I'm appointed like a leader or something. Only then would I be in the middle of anything. But it was just such a fun camp. There was this thing called a messy game, or the messy games, where it's like a mud pit and they just put water in it, and then you just kind of play in it, and like they'll have like games for each city, and you guys like play against each other, and it's so much fun. I was kind of worried because I couldn't get the mud out of my hair, but that was the only problem I had. I think that the leak only happened because I was so active that week, and I never really had more than 2 hours just to relax. So I was like really active the whole week, and there was like this little improvised lake thing. They just kind of dug a pit in the ground and put water in it and called it a lake. But it was still like really fun, and there was like paddleboarding and little like makeshift water slides and stuff. It was really fun. In case you're wondering where I am, I'm at the beach. I'm just sitting in my car. Anyway, so it was like a really, really fun week. I had an amazing time. I made some really nice friends, and you know, like I said, I would definitely encourage you to go if you're worried about someone knowing about it. Honestly, just tell somebody. If you're going with a friend, just make sure that they know about it so they can look out for you, or they can be your buddy if you need somebody. For me, I was having stomach pain when I was there, and this was right before my last surgery. I literally came home, and then like 3 or 4 days afterwards, I was in the hospital again for my last surgery, and it was planned. It wasn't an emergency thing. But I think that's kind of why I had so much fun, was because I knew that I was going to be in the hospital again, and I didn't know for how long, so I was kind of taking advantage of my health. But I was in a lot of pain a lot of the time, so they had, at every camp you go to, they're going to have like a nurse or a doctor, especially for mine, because we were like an hour out of town, so they had to have someone there. He just gave me some Tylenol, and it was fine. But, you know, there's really nothing to be afraid of if you're going to go to a camp with your disease, your ostomy, whatever you're doing. Even if you don't have IBD, if you have like asthma or something, and you're worried that you can't keep up, don't worry about that, because you'll be able to keep up. Don't worry about that. Just have your inhaler with you all the time. Kind of the same principle as having an ostomy, just be prepared for anything. Even if you're over prepared, just be prepared. That's all I would ever suggest. But you know, that pretty much summed up my trip. It was a really fun time. The trip there and back, I did get kind of bus sick. It was a really big bus. There were so many people on the bus. It was, I think, was it a charter bus? I think it was a charter bus because it was a really, really, really long ride. I think there was there was a bathroom on that bus, but it was slightly horrifying because I don't like small spaces or loud spaces, and it was like both in one, so it was a little scary. But yeah, like I said, it's totally worth it. Even if you have a bad experience at camp, I would still suggest going, because for me, that was the only time I ever went to a camp with my bag. I've been to a camp for ulcerative colitis, but never with my bag. So, yeah, I mean, that kind of summarizes it. I hope that this helps somebody, especially since camps are coming up in like a few weeks or even tomorrow. I don't even know. I really hope that someone has been helped a little bit with this, because you only got one body, and you know, you should definitely enjoy it. So if you're self-conscious, just get a tankini. That's what I wore. I will do an updated swimming with an ostomy because it has changed a little bit since my last one, and my last one's pretty popular, so I guess I'll do another one. Maybe I'll actually get some footage of my friend like filming how I dress and stuff, because I do plan on going swimming a lot more this summer. So that's all for this video. I really hope that somebody got help with this, and if you have any questions about my camp experience, feel free to email me. My email is always in the description. I'd be happy to talk to you. Don't feel like you're annoying me, because you're not. So I will see you guys in my next video, and I hope you liked it. Bye guys!